storyteller tonight is Ali Mirzazadeh. I'm trying to use the correct accent. Is that correct, Michelle? Mirzazadeh, right? Okay. He is an epidemiologist and the associate director of the PhD program. He's going to share a story with us tonight.
Hi, my name is Ali, and I visited many countries for my global work. My favorite one is Vietnam. I worked with Vietnam colleagues over the last 5 years, and I worked with many colleagues from CDC, Ministry of Health, universities, and pastor institutions. I really appreciate people, culture, the nature, and of course, the food in Vietnam. I love Vietnam. The restaurants are the most exciting thing I love about Vietnam. They are small, they are open to the street, they have those tiny plastic chairs and tables. And the only thing they might serve is only snails. But that tastes the most delicious things that you have ever had. I have seen restaurants 5 floors full, and the only thing they serve are snails. Let me take you back to my second trip to Vietnam. It's August 2023, and it's Friday. I just finished my training workshop in Ho Chi Minh City, the south of Vietnam. And I have the afternoon and evening free to do something. I want to see more of Vietnam. So what I'm going to do, it's really hard to choose. But now, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to call a Grab car, which you don't know, an Uber car in Vietnam. And I'm going to visit the biggest island in the Mekong Delta called My Tông. And I want to see the countryside. So now I'm in the car, 2 hours driving to the island. The driver is not speaking English. I'm not speaking Vietnamese. But the view is amazing. The delta is so nice. The Mekong Delta is called Vietnam Rice Bowl. It's very important economy, part of the economy of Vietnam. It's produced more than half of the rice and fish in Vietnam. So amazing. After 2 hours, a small bridge connects us to the island. The car stopped at the narrow path, and now I'm walking to the hotel. When I'm checking in, I look around. It's a small hotel, and it's only me checking in. And I put my luggage in the room. What I'm going to do, I really want to see the island. So maybe I can walk, or maybe I can bike. So I asked reception, do you have a bike? And they look at me and say, yes. And they gave me a bike like this. It was not ridden for more than a year. The chain was rusty, it was almost flat, no brake. But it's working. So I said thank you. Now I'm biking in those narrow paths around the island, and I see some of the waters, some of the boats are moving, and I see people around, and I see so many coconut trees around. Some of them are covering the path, and I'm also smelling coconut. Nice imagination. Coconut trees do not smell. What is it? It turns out that there is a small coconut factory there. So I stopped there, I looked inside, I see 4 women are working in this factory. One of them is making the dough, another one's spreading the tray, and I want to put the tray in the oven, and another one is like cutting the pieces out of like the fresh cooked coconut. And she offered me one of those. Warm, crispy, amazing. And I look at them and say, come on, which means thank you in Vietnam. Yeah. Not come on. They laugh at me because of my accent, and I know it's bad, but they notice, like, this is me, thank you. And I said bye, and then still want to see the island. Now I'm biking more around the island. I see the boats are connected as a small village. parents playing in the river. I see kids are playing around. I see women selling some stuff. Everyone is busy, but in a slow pace. The life here is different. It's very slow, right at the nature, so close to the food. It's so different from my life. Fast pace, everything scheduled, and many Zoom meetings. So it's very different. So as it's getting a little bit dark, it's still warm, and I was thinking like it's like 2 hours, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. Now, what I'm going to do, so maybe go back to the hotel and then ask for food, and I'm hungry. As I turn, I smell something. I smell barbecue. I say, okay. And I follow, and I found the source. There is a chef by the road cooking some barbecue, and behind him is a small restaurant. Those tiny chairs and tiny tables are there. And I look at the barbecue and I say, this is really good. The restaurant is open? He didn't understand anything, but he looked at me and then pointed at the table and say, take a sit. So I take a sit, and I was looking around. There is no menu. It's a small restaurant. They only serve barbecue here, one meal. And then he stopped by, give me a Saigon beer. It's a really good chili one. And then I really said, thank you, and then we cheers. And he left to do more barbecue. And then he called someone. And he was looking at me, speaking in Vietnamese, laughing at me somehow. and then he picked up, it was a short call, just drop phone. And then a few minutes later, a mom and a baby, and another man show up at the restaurant, and there was no table for them, and they have to stay at my table, and I give them some space. They sit here. And then the man, the chef, just show up, stand up there, and then give a sandwich to the mom, and then took the baby and kissed baby. And I looked at them, and I was thinking to myself, and something came up to me, and oh no, I don't think this might not be a restaurant. This is like a family. And they are having dinner, and I crashed the family dinner. I was so embarrassed. I stand up, I look around, I want to skip, I don't know what to do. And I put I find money to pay them at that moment. And then the lady picked up the phone, typed something in the phone, in the Google Translate said, don't worry, we are so happy having you. And I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay? Is it rude to go? Is it rude to stay? I don't know. At that moment, I was completely lost with my stupid mistake. And I said, okay, they are nice. I will stay here for a moment, see how it goes, and then maybe I find a time to escape. And I stop, and we start. The barbecue was very nice, so the chef bring barbecue, we started and the beers helped me to somehow relax. And then we share some photo, we use Google Translate to communicate, and it's become a little more relaxing. I say, no, this is good, we're enjoying together. The brother left to bring more beers. I think they feel like I need it. And we were really having a good time. So it was more than an hour. I just sitting there, relaxing, sharing photos, talking on Google Translate. It was very nice. So, and then when I finished, I really, at the time it's getting very dark, and I wanted to go back to bed, and then my phone called. And it was my hotel calling me. They were so worried about me. And they said, where are you? Are you okay? Are you lost? And I said, don't worry. I'm having dinner with my new family. And really had a good time. I hugged them at the end, and it's getting dark. It was really dark. It was like almost 10, 11. And I'm backing to the hotel, and I'm thinking to myself, what happened to me? Right? And then this bike and this island just show me something, like something that I feel like home, something that I feel like a family. Like in Iran, when we share food, we share kindness. The food are not meal, it's like sharing, cheering. They did the same thing for me. So I noticed like this is when you slow down, when you open up, when you overcome your embarrassment, when you sit at the table and then bring something to the table, like kindness, food, everything, you share something to the table. I found like all of us have a place at the table, and all of us is part of a global family. So my message to you is, next time, when you bike, slow down, stop and smell roses and barbecue, and have a good time. Thank you, everyone.